You look at this scene and what do you see? A traffic jam. But what if instead this was a race course where the cars and trucks were just obstacles to avoid in a competition spanning an entire country? Well, you don't have to imagine it, because for these cyclists, that's exactly what this highway has become. They are racing in the Trans-Siberian Extreme, an annual 5,500-mile marathon that pushes riders from one end of Russia to the other. By the time they're done, they'll have crossed 8 time zones, ridden for 25 days, and accumulated over 350 hours behind the handlebars. For world-class cyclists like Pierre Bischoff, the Extreme offers more than just a chance to see the Russian countryside or prove their fortitude on a bike. It equals the physical and mental challenge that forces them to rely on their competitors while at the same time trying to beat them.
In Red Bull Trans-Siberian Extreme, you have the mentally part you ride with friends, but you also have to fight against your friends, and that makes the race quite difficult because you don't want to get them angry that they attack you, but you know you have to attack them too, so that's mentally quite crazy, the race.
It's difficult to choose the tactics because maybe they are stronger than me, but sometimes it's better to go with them and use a little bit more energy than be 300 kilometers alone in headwind.
The race is broken up into 15 segments between Moscow and Vladivostok, with the most obvious challenge being the traffic along both urban and rural highways.
The Russian roads are, let's say, challenging. Well, it's not that hard to drive slowly, but when we take breaks, huge amount of cars behind us, and then we have to take over all those cars again.
The next obstacles are even bigger problems, though: food and sleep.
I know for just 1,000 kilometer stage it's possible to ride without sleep, but in this stage I've decided to look up for Peter, that we finish with 4 people. Yeah, I've changed a little bit my position to the race, not just race against each other, more to race with each other to get so many persons how possible to the finish line. But this year I know I have to do a race. When I see that somebody is tired, then I don't have to say, okay, let's take a sleeping break. There I have to say I have to attack. I know I have made mistakes, and so I have to prepare a little bit different than last year.
You have always stay awake, concentrated, always watching out what Pierre needs.
Last year, of the 10 solo riders that set out for Moscow, only 3 made it across the finish line. This year, 6 competitors from 6 different nations have taken the challenge, but each one is determined to represent their country and bring home victory. Of course, in a race like this, just making it to the finish line is a triumph all by itself. From the Russian countryside, I'm Chadwick.